I'm Michael Liptak with GoThunderWolves.com, and I'm joined by Jed Knafelc with the men's basketball team. And we're going to talk about a little bit about himself and a little about the team. And we're going to kind of talk about the team first, real quick. You have a few games left in January, then you go into February, a big part of the season. What are some things that you think you'd like to work on as a team?
I'd say bigger than anything is consistency. I think that we've shown in a lot of games that we can play with anybody. But like I've said before, the RMAC is very, very fickle, and as we've proven in the last couple of weeks, if you don't come to play, you can get beat by anybody, and it's just the name of the game. You got to be there every night, show up to play, and do your thing.
This team really moves the ball well. You average 16 assists on 26 made shots. Is that something that's the philosophy of Coach Ralph Turner, or how has he implemented that into your guys' head this season?
I think it certainly has been. From day one, his motto for this team has kind of been for us to be more like the Spurs and less like the Heat. And we do have a lot of talent, but if we don't share the ball, it's hard for that talent to come out and show and really take hold. And I think that just playing our game and playing together and being unselfish just kind of leads to that, less than philosophy. We have a lot of talent, and when we let our games just kind of mesh together, it ends up just being that.
Now, you had your career best game a couple weeks ago against Western State. You had 28 points, and I think you made 6 threes out of 13. Talk about that game and just what it's like to just be able to go out there and shoot and feel like you're shooting in the ocean.
It's funny you put it like that, because sometimes it does feel like that when you're in your zone. It's really all about preparation. I mean, I've been here for more years than some people would like to give you credit for, but you take enough shots and you get in your zone in the game, and it kind of just comes. And like we had just talked about with that previous question, we have a great team that moves the ball, shares the ball, and my opportunities come. It's really just what I make of them. The coaches and my teammates put me in a lot of good situations.
Now, both your parents played here at University of Southern Colorado at the time, now CSU-Pueblo. What kind of influence have they had on you coming here and the sport of basketball?
Huge influence. I mean, the game of basketball, I get that mostly from my mother, and she played here years ago, and she was a great player here, and my dad played football for a time here, and Pueblo's been my second home. My whole family's from here. I'm the first generation outside of Pueblo, but I love this place, and it's been very good to me and my family.
Now, what's it like for her to be in the cheering section? Is she one of those calm fans, or is she a basketball fan screaming at you?
She's a little bit of both. My mom's a hoot. She's a very energetic person, and she loves this place, and she loves our team. She takes it upon herself to know the guys as well, not just me. So she's cheering for me for sure, but she's definitely got it in for our whole team too.
Now, going back to yourself, what are some things that you would personally like to accomplish your last season here? I know, of course, it's obvious to try to win a championship, but what are some of the other personal goals that you're trying to accomplish?
Personal goals kind of have gone by the wayside for me. I've been here long enough. I've had good games, and we've had okay seasons and things like that. Great experiences with all the teams, but this year, for me, more than anything, I want to do something significant as a team and for this university.
Now, as we mentioned a few times, you've been here about 6 years now. Do you receive any kind of old jokes that, since you're a little bit older than most of the players on the team?
Oh, I get it from everybody. I mean, guys at the scorer's table, photographers, even the refs know at this point. I have a few refs that I know better than others, but we'll get to the captain's meeting and they'll say, "Gosh, you're still here. Are we ever going to get rid of you?" And I always tell them they keep giving me gear and getting new jerseys, and as long as they do that, I'm going to keep trying to come back. But all jokes aside, this place has been great to me, and all the people here have as well.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank Jed Knafelc. I'm Michael Liptak with GoThunderWolves.com. For more information on the CSU men's basketball, CSU Pueblo's men's basketball team, visit GoThunderWolves.com.
Cause I'm TNT, I'm dynamite.